what you want, but you want me alone. I get you what you want, but you want me home. I get you.
Y'all, I don't know if I'm gonna do a vlog on this or what, but came to the courthouse to get the court proceedings and all that printed out from when my dad was killed, and now I'm headed to the city attorney's office to get the 911 call pulled because I want to hear it. But I'm in the stage of healing, and something just recently triggered me to pressure the issue to find my own answers instead of listening to someone else. So we about to see. I'm at the city attorney's office. Yeah. Y'all can't tell, but I'm really nervous. So y'all, no luck with the police report. I mean, not with the police report, but the 911 audio. But I did put in a request to have the police report pulled. My heart was beating fast as hell. How the hell do I get out of here? My heart was beating so fast. But I gotta wait for the stuff to be pulled, and they'll contact me when it's ready. But until then, I'm finna go home. YouTube world, I am back. As I told y'all that I'm out today, so I decided to go ahead and just shoot this video for today and set the record straight for certain things, you know. And as I said, I'm not here to turn nobody down. If you take offense to what I'm saying, you are very immature. Okay? I don't have a problem with calling somebody out on their shit. My real friends, they call me out of my shit, and I appreciate it. Sometimes I may be offended, but when stuff is coming out of love, you are receptive of it. It might sting a little bit, but you are receptive of it, especially if you know that person and you know that person's heart. But like, I know it's a lot of people wondering why in the hell did I bring my ass back to Chattanooga. Trust, baby, trust. It's not for long. But my niece, with all that she is going through, she begged me to stay here. She begged, when I came back from Christmas break, she begged me to stay here. And who am I to tell her no, especially with the shit that she got going on? My son asked me, my oldest asked me to stay as well. She was used to being with me every day, and I was up there trying to find houses to purchase because I'm in the process of purchasing a home. Not in Chattanooga. If there is a nice big one in Chattanooga, y'all hit my inbox to let me know. But I'm really not even looking in Chattanooga. I'm looking more like in Cleveland or Georgia. I'm trying to get the hell on down. But my whole reason of going up there was to find us, all of us, a place to stay. And I didn't bring her with me. She was with my mom because she was still in school. Like, she's not missing school, and I didn't want to transfer her from certain schools because I have her in counseling at school, and I don't want to take her from the environment that she is used to right now so fast. So was here in Chattanooga at school, and every weekend I brought my ass down here so that I could spend time with her. Every weekend, every day, I was calling to check up on her. Every time I got money, I'm sending money to my mama to get her something. Every time I got paid, buying her clothes. Like, she got a lot of clothes right now. So, like, for the ones that's in the back want to holler, oh, I'm back. That's why I'm back. Trust me, I didn't want to come back. But I had to put back my... I really wanted to tell their asses no. but it's all good. I know it's on the temporary, so it's all good. But aside from that, I know it was, I know a lot of people may not know that in October of last year, I went to my uncle's parole hearing to speak to get on his behalf to get him out. And the first time he went up for parole, he was denied. The hurt that I seen on my grandmother's face made me say, okay, well, I'm going to make sure I take my ass up there, because I'm sure that if they hear from one of his kids, they will let him out. And they let him out. On that day, they said that he had 6 months for a mental evaluation before they will consider letting him out. So all he had to do was get a mental evaluation, not get in trouble, and he can get out. So, he's getting out. I know it's been put out there that I have some type of animosity towards him. I don't, because I promise you, if I did, my ass wouldn't have been up there at that goddamn parole hearing saying that I understand he killed my daddy. He killed my daddy. I understand that. But at the time, he's been saying that it was a mistake. So I feel that nobody should have to pay for a mistake for the rest of their life. That's what I said at the parole hearing. Going up there, it was a trigger for me. Like, I cried. I cried the whole time. And I was already on the fence about even doing it, because I was like, I'm up here trying to prove that I don't have no animosity towards him and coming to speak at this hearing when I really could have just showed my support without doing it. Because I don't like saying I'm gonna do something and I don't do it. So I told my family I was gonna do it, and I like to stick to my word. I really do, because I feel like people lie so damn much, and you have to stick to what you say you're gonna do. If you say you're gonna do something, you're gonna have to do it. And I'm really big on it. And if you can't do it, don't let me find out by you not doing it that you're not gonna do it. Come to me and let me know you can't do it. But I said I was gonna do it, and the whole ride there, I was just like, bro, am I betraying my daddy? Like, what the hell am I doing? Do I really need to do this? Like, what the? But it's like, I'm already in this car, so I gotta do it. So what made me, it was some things during the hearing that I heard that didn't sit right with me. It didn't sit right with me, and it just triggered an emotion in me that I thought was gone. I thought it was gone, but found out it's not. But I don't have nothing against him. But I know during the hearing it was said that my other uncle was one of the ones shooting. So I called him when we left the hearing. I called him and I said, you've been around me my whole life. I said, and I done asked you this before. I said, but if I'm gonna ask you again, just because it was brought up during this hearing, were you shooting at my dad? And he told me no. He said, why are you even believing anything that was said? Because I want to know. I know this family is full of fucking liars, and I want to know. And you one of the big ones. So I'm gonna ask you. And he told me no. So that just triggered me to go find out on my own whether he lying or not. So I went, had the 911, tried to have a 911 call pulled. They told me that it was too old. This was back in '93, that it was too old to have it pulled. But they can pull the police report. They got that pulled at the city attorney office. They pulled the police report, and the courthouse pulled the court doc. I went to go get the court documents pulled, and they pulled the court documents. And y'all, it didn't mention his name in there. It did mention in the police report that he was called to see if my daddy was dead, but he wasn't there. So it's something that I had to find out on my own. I didn't even know I had access to these things, but when I got getting older, you know, you find that shit. So I end up finding out, figuring it out on my own, and it is what it is. It is what it is. But when I went to the courthouse to look at the document, because you know when there's a trial going on, of course it was a murder trial. So when a trial is going on, they have evidence and they have a folder of all the documentations that is presented during the court trial in this file. So my dad, the pictures of my dead body was in the folder, and I didn't look at them. But the fact that they were in my hands, like, it made me feel a type of way. It really did. And I was crying. Like, they had to ask me to sit down. But it's just like a type of cry that you can't control. Because I don't even fucking know these people. And I wasn't trying to cry in front of them. And I'm like, bitch, get your shit together. But I just couldn't. I couldn't. It's like, damn, bro. I have access to this shit. But I just had to get on here and speak about that. I may elaborate a little bit more, but I got somewhere to go. I gotta be there at 10. What time is it? And I got 30 minutes. So depending on how traffic is, I should get there at time. But the way Chattanooga is right now, this traffic is hell. So I'm finna go ahead and get my ass up, and I'll see y'all on another video.